When is Malaysia going to join BRICS, by the way?
We have indicated as a policy that we are. We have made a decision. We are placing the formal procedures soon. But as far as Global South, we are completely committed. And I'm working well with President Lula in expanding this sort of issue, policy. We are just waiting for the final results. And government in South Africa.
Yes, Thailand and Malaysia want to join BRICS. BRICS has become a hot topic in geopolitics lately. With rising tensions between the West and the East, BRICS has become a place for developing nations to work together economically and lessen their dependence on the West, especially the United States. Last month, Thailand announced it would apply to join BRICS, aiming to be the group's first member from Southeast Asia. The Thai cabinet approved the letter of intent, and spokesperson Chai Wacharonki said joining BRICS would boost Thailand's international status and create more opportunities globally. The draft letter highlights many benefits for Thailand in joining BRICS, including collaborating with other Global South countries to increase its presence on the world stage. Thailand's trade with BRICS countries makes up 22.8% of its total trade volume. By joining BRICS, Thailand hopes to diversify its trade, investment and financial risks while gaining new development opportunities. And just a few days ago, news has emerged that the Malaysian government also plans to join BRICS. In an interview with Chinese media outlet Guancha, Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim said his government would soon start the process of joining the bloc after getting feedback from South Africa. We have made our policy clear and we have made our decision. We will start the formal process soon. As far as the Global South is concerned, we are fully supportive, said Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim. Anwar supported Brazilian President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva's criticism of the US dollar's dominance in international trade. He pointed out that the dollar often gets involved in trades between two countries simply because it is the global currency. Last year, during his visit to China, Anwar proposed the creation of an Asian Monetary Fund. He told Malaysian parliamentarians that with the economic power of Asian countries like China and Japan, there is no need for Malaysia to remain dependent on the US dollar. He mentioned that the central banks of China and Malaysia had begun discussions on trade settlements in each other's currencies. So why are Thailand and Malaysia eager to join BRICS? One of the main reasons is to boost economic activities in both countries. China was Thailand's largest trading partner last year, with trade amounting to $135 billion. Chinese visitors are also crucial to Thailand's tourist industry. Similarly, China has been Malaysia's largest trading partner since 2009, with total trade last year reaching 450.84 billion ringgit. In short, joining BRICS means greater influence in terms of international relations, trade, investment, and overall economic growth. This means that more and more developing countries, or the Global South, are looking forward to joining BRICS' economic coalition and to hedge against the US dollar. The upcoming BRICS meeting in 2024 in Russia will give top priority to the de-dollarization agenda and take steps to further decrease the dependence on the US currency in cross-border trade between the nations. BRICS is currently exploring strategies to undermine the use of the dollar in worldwide corporate transactions. Currently, a minimum of 20 countries, including Brazil and many Southeast Asian states, engage in bilateral trade using their own currencies. Even Japan, a close US-EU ally, has indicated that it would opt for local currencies for cross-border trade. The geopolitical divide and its economic ramifications have expedited the trend to shift away from the US dollar. It is easy to understand why many countries do not want to solely rely on the dollar for trade. First, it could save a lot on exchange fees. If you're running a business and trading with someone from another country, why can't you use your own currency or the other person's currency for trade? Why does it need to be exchanged into the dollar first for settlement? This process incurs additional exchange fees. Second, using local currencies will create a stronger currency for your country. For instance, trade between Malaysia and Indonesia in local currencies will increase the demand for ringgit and rupiah. This increased demand will strengthen the position of these local currencies in the market rather than the US dollar. In fact, ASEAN members have agreed to increase the use of local currency transactions and push for better regional payment connectivity. Indonesia has also introduced a de-dollarization task force to help promote the use of its rupiah in bilateral transactions and diversify its risk away from the dollar. And third, reducing dependence on the dollar means that a country can reduce the impact of US sanctions. If a country has been sanctioned by the US, such as Russia, which has been kicked off the SWIFT payment system, it can still trade internationally using other currencies. This ability to trade using other currencies helps to mitigate the effects of being excluded from dollar-based systems. However, some worry that joining BRICS means choosing sides between the US and China. Since BRICS is led by China and Russia, it is said that with Malaysia and Thailand joining, they are leaning more towards the East rather than the West. Indonesia, another Southeast Asian country, attended the BRICS summit last year in South Africa but has decided not to join BRICS for now. One reason is Indonesia's long-standing tradition of non-alignment in its foreign policy. After participating in the summit, Indonesian President Joko Widodo stated that his administration was reviewing and considering the country's possibility of joining the group, according to a government statement. From another perspective, joining BRICS might simply mean increasing trade and economic ties within the grouping. Both Malaysia and Thailand have mature relationships with the US and are entitled to their own views. This does not diminish their willingness to engage in closer cooperation, trade, and investment with BRICS countries. The same can be said for India. Although India is a close ally of the United States, it is also a founding member of BRICS. Hence, joining BRICS does not necessarily mean choosing a political side, but rather aims to diversify and enhance economic growth within the grouping. Over the past decade, the US dollar has accounted for over 70% of central banks' foreign exchange reserves. However, by 2022, its proportion declined to just 58%. China, the world's second-largest economy, is rapidly reducing its ownership of US Treasury bonds while simultaneously boosting its gold reserves. Additionally, with Saudi Arabia joining China's CBDC project mBridge, it suggests that Saudi Arabia may trade with China in Chinese yuan rather than the dollar. With more countries joining BRICS, it is clear that de-dollarization is accelerating and happening much faster than most experts anticipated. Do you think Thailand and Malaysia made the right choice by joining BRICS? Share your thoughts and leave your comments below. If you like what you see, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to show your support.